So I'm going to get straight into the question for all the shippers. Can you tease anything about Bronwyn and Nate to come?
I'm so tempted.
You don't want to reveal too much, but I think like definitely definitely good things between
Yeah.
Bronwyn and Nate.
If you were
It's
happy
good.
season 1, I think you're going to be so happy
Yeah,
season 2.
yeah, 100%. Like get ready, be ready.
It's just, I know with the book, we get told at the end of the book that they're back together, but it's like, do we get to see like just more of a slow back into it? Just let it get back there slowly.
It's
Teaser.
obstacles
Yes,
that they go through. Yeah.
but you have the right idea, Alexandria. You have the right idea. That's probably too much.
So the end of the first season gave us this huge, cliffhanger of there's someone else out there just causing more problems for the murder club. Where are Bronwyn and Nate's heads at right now with everything that's been going on and everything that they're getting thrown at them this time?
Yeah, I think it's a great question. I think they're in a space where they, the whole of the baby group have to accept the fact that something traumatic has now happened, and that they're going to try and, stay separate as much as they can and just move on with their lives. And then we see at the end of episode 8 that like now, as Simon says, they're being thrown back into this environment where they now have to collaborate and work together to figure this thing out, while there's this sort of looming time frame, ticking time bomb above their heads.
Yeah, I feel like their heads are all over the place, as they should be, when there's like this element outside of them that's trying to control their lives, and they have so much more to lose this season because they are a part of a crime, basically. So I think we see that struggle in all of them, of trying to piece things together and make sense of this crazy situation and like save themselves.
So for Bronwyn, is Yale still a big priority for her, or is this whole thing made us see maybe there's more, maybe there's something different, maybe I don't want this anymore?
I think both coexist. I think we see her have this transition into this was my everything, but now I have bigger problems to solve, and not only bigger problems to solve, but like these situations are bringing perspective into her life about like what's most important is like that we're all safe, like friendships, and that everyone is good. It almost seems like Yale is she feels very selfish to still make that her priority. So I think she battles with that, and she's like, well, maybe it shouldn't be, because surely life is not all about that. Yeah. And it's kind of
time.
heartbreak.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I say at the same time she wants normal.
Exactly. She does.
And for Nate, we've got this. He kind of became the scapegoat. He's the black sheep. He's the one that everyone thinks, oh, well, you must have done it. What's it like for him now coming in going, haha, I didn't?
Yeah, I think his whole life he's probably been like just there's been assumptions made about him. So I think to him it's pretty natural. I think he's used to it now. People always pointing fingers at him. He has a tough exterior, but on the inside he's kind of just like a big softie. So I don't think he has any pride or ego about it. I don't think it's a thing of like he's like, haha, like you were wrong. I think he understands that where he's at in life and throughout his upbringing, people are going to point fingers, and I think he's very wise and mature in that sense. And he's very understanding of everyone's perspective on the whole situation. I mean, how do you not sort of point fingers at him? He probably is like the most likely suspect, right? Thank you. So yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you can tease this at all, but is he gonna face these people who are just like, well, maybe you did and they just haven't caught you yet, or they haven't got enough evidence? What's the school going to be like? Because sometimes they are just we still don't believe you.
Yeah. No, I think there's a certain level of of trust that we, the Baby Six sort of come to understand about one another, and I think they do. I think they do trust Nate at a certain point. I think in season one, it was very much so. Everyone thought he could have been, the one that did it. But now within this story, I think amongst the Bayview group, like there's a certain level of trust and camaraderie. But I think outside of that, he still deals with people thinking that he is like the most likely suspect, and he's in hot water with like Detective Wheeler, still thinking that she's on his case, and he's got to be very careful, and he's only just had like his bail dropped as well, so he has to sort of tiptoe around the place, like it's like walking on eggshells. So yeah, he does have to be careful.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I cannot wait for people to see this season, because it's just been another tremendous wild ride that I've been on for it. So thank you.